fellow Americans, fellow Texans, fellow District Number 7 constituent under the State Board of Education. My name is ABOLAJI Ayobami, and I'm your candidate running for the State Board of Education District Number 7 membership. Today is the 1st of March, the day of the primary election that the founding fathers fought for and has given us the opportunity to be able to pursue life, liberty, and pursue happiness behind it. I, ABOLAJI Ayobami, decided to run for this post because of the future of our children, the future of our educators, our teachers and teaching profession, and the future of the peace of the environment for the public, so that our nation will not suffer catastrophic decline or downward spiral in education. That is why the state of Texas, as a Lone Star state, must be at the forefront of every positive thing that happens to education in the nation, and all other states in the union will be coming to envy the trajectory of positive upward and progress that the state of Texas have reached. Therefore, today I want you to come out en masse and remember to take everyone along that is of voting age from 18 upward to come to the polling locations that is very closer to you in any counties where you are, and to dedicate today in voting me, ABOLAJI Ayobami, simply apostrophized as Ayo, on the ballot in all the 12 counties that the district number 7 oversee or covered, from Fort Bend County, through Harris County, through Brazoria County, through Chambers County, through Liberty County, through Newton County, through Jefferson County, through Tyler County, through Jasper County, through Hardin County, through Orange County, and through Newton County, as well as Tyler County. I want you to come out today and exercise your fundamental right and your civic responsibility to vote and be voted for. This is the greatest American dream that has become a reality. Ability to vote and to be voted for are the greatest thing that the founding fathers hand over to us, and we must be able to exercise that right and keep that right flowing by observing election integrity in everything we do. Remember, in the campaign trail, I told you that my mission is, first of all, to reform our educational policy for our children such a way that they will be able to come out in a flying colors and be a future generation that we can rely upon. The security of life and property must be a conducive environment for the children and the teachers and the non-academic staff and the supporting staff and every public to enjoy in the way and the manner that we put our educational policy. So therefore, the day has come. Thank you for everyone that have voted for us in the early voting days, which started from the 14th of February to the 25th of February. And those that have not exercised your right to vote, please, today is a special day. This is the last day that you need to go and cast your vote for me, ABOLAJI Ayobami, simply apostrophized as Ayo, as the next member representing the State Board of Education District number 7. It is very important you come out today, because the stakeholders in education that I talked to you about in the campaign trail are the one that must make a decision on the way forward for our educational policies in the state of Texas. 5 stakeholders are involved: the student, the teachers, the parents, the public, and the State Board of the Texas Education Agency that oversee all the education policies in the state. I, ABOLAJI Ayobami, I promise you that I'm not only going to talk the talk, I will walk the walk for you, to make sure everything that happened with our education is taking a 360-degree back upward, so that we become an envy in the union, and you and I will be able to see our future 4 years from now. The educational policy in the state of Texas have been transformed, have been reformed, and they'll be confident in the life of our children, our students, as well as confidence in the life of the teachers. We're going to reform everything. We're going to have upward review of teachers' wages and salary, and we're going to incentivize good behavior and good knowledge and good morals that the teachers are putting into our people, not critical race theories, leftist agenda. On the first day of my oath of office, come January 2023, we're going to do everything with the legislators to banish critical race theory. We're going to increase parental influence and guidance and interest in the education policy of their children. There will be no reason why parents will be set aside away from the interest of the education of their children. Parents will have school choices that they can have for their children, whether it be public school or charter school or religious school. They will be able to do it because we want to produce a generation that is not delinquent, a generation that we can lay our head at night and be sure they have their own future set up in a way that they will not be reliant on anybody, but they will be able to produce progress in the state of Texas. The state of Texas must come back to number 1 in the state in the union. And we must move America from number 22 in the global education index to back to number 1, because we spend the highest amount of money on education, and we must be equitably justified that we produce the best. We may be building smart school, but we must also build smart children. And I want you to know that I, ABOLAJI Ayobami, will represent you well, and I will not relent my effort until when we make sure that all these are done. So therefore, I want you to come out and go to the polling location that is closer to you in all the counties and give us your vote. I, ABOLAJI Ayobami, will make sure that we have equitable distribution on both academic education as well as vocational skills education. For the smart children and who are academically sound, they will pursue academic education to the fullest and with all the support that they need, and we're going to guarantee them all the financial backing to make sure succeed academically. And for those that are not fully smart enough but that still want to do something better in life, we're going to promote vocational skills education and equally fund it to make sure that those that are not academically smart will be vocationally skilled smart, and it will become a greatest benefit and blessing for the state of Texas and for the nation of America as an asset and not a liability. We're going to make sure that teaching profession is now becoming more lucrative, such a way that our upcoming generation will look up to teachers and want to be like teachers. We're going to make sure we upward review their wages, such a way that they will be in the category of the medical doctors and nurses and engineers and attorneys of this world, so that they will not leave their schools and go and look for another job after school hours to supply their need. We're going to make sure they'll be able to balance their life such a way that their academic life that they're given to the children, their social, their economic life, and their other social life is already balanced, so that a teacher will not have to leave a school degraded, dejected, and hungry because they have to go and look for another job to pay their bills, but they will be able to be happy to come back the following day to come and teach the children the right education that they need to teach to become great in life. I, ABOLAJI Ayobami, promise you that if you remember today, history will be made with you and me. There are 3 ways to make history. It's either you make history, you study history, or you are the history. Whichever way, we're going to make history today as you elect me, Pastor ABOLAJI Ayobami, as the next member of the State Board of Education District number 7. Therefore, I want you to make sure you put the right peg in the right hole. For all that the Republican platform or the ballot ticket where we are, make sure you elect the people that you know can do the job, not only talk the talk. I told you at the campaign trail that I'm not a career politician. I'm a human being, and I'm for you, and I'm going to fight for you, the people, because I will return back to you. I will not be bought by any bureaucrat. I will not be bought by any lobbies. That is why I self-funded this campaign. And I want to tell you that no bureaucrat or lobbyists will have influence in changing the plan that we have to reform our educational policy. We're going to look into STAR tests, and we're going to have involvement of the teachers in our children's promotion so that they will come out in flying colors, not the social promotion that they will not be useful or they will not be relevant with the progress of the nation. We are going to make sure that students are taught to lift their head higher and have sound education and come out in flying colors so that they can compete anywhere in the globe with any other nation equitably and qualified to do anything they want to do. So therefore, education is the foundation of every one of us. You and I, we will not be where we are today if not for education. I told you in the campaign that I'm a son of a teacher who taught for 36 years of his life and instilled discipline, traditional discipline and knowledge and interest of future into my life. There are 3 people in one's life that are very influential when you are molding up your life from the childhood. Your parent, your pastor, and your teacher. They have greatest influence in your life. But this day, a lot of things is happening. The radical leftists are bringing some agenda that are not acceptable for me and you, that is not supposed to be taught in their schools. Therefore, critical race theory will be banned the first day we sworn into office, and it will not have a place in our educational curriculum. We're going to review all the textbooks such a way that any immoral knowledge will be removed, or any form of textbook that did not pass the standard of morality will not be allowed to be used in our curriculum. We're going to oversee the Texas Education Agency such a way that they will not have to squander the budget or resources on only building the infrastructure, but doing something to build the students in the infrastructure to be smarter than all their mates anywhere in the globe, in the world. And we're going to make sure that everything that we promise to do, we do it in the right time. I promise you at the campaign trail that every end of semester we're going to have a kind of a town hall dialogue meeting where all the 5 stakeholders will meet, and we're going to agree or disagree on many things and come up with policies, formulate policies that will be mutually beneficial to all of us, so that the rate and the trajectory of education will go in such a way that every one of us, whether you are the parent, you are the teacher, you are the student, or you are the public, or the Texas Education Agency itself, will be happy at the way and the manner, the foundation we have relayed and reform and renew for our educational policy, and they will be able to build effectively a new generation that you and I, when we retire tomorrow, will be proud of. 4 years from now, the educational policy, the educational nature and trajectory in this nation will have turned around for the better, such a way that you and I will know that we make history today, the 1st of March 2012, as the day we select and elect ABOLAJI Ayobami to represent District Number 7 and the State Board of Education. I look forward to you, meeting you on the way to the general election in November, and we're able to dialogue together, to be able to talk, to be able to discuss, and to be able to agree or disagree on many things. I have my total allegiance to the God Almighty, and I have an allegiance to the Constitution of the United States as laid out by the founding fathers, the conservative Republican, and the Constitution of the state of Texas. I will uphold it to the fullest, as the founding fathers have upheld it and given me the mandate to do so. And I will be honorable in everything I do, and I'll be equitably accountable to you to bring you the result or the stewardship of our activities in the State of Board of Education every end of the semester, so that we will know that we carry along. I will keep an open door policy, such a way that anything that you have to do, all the independent school districts under this board, State Board of Education, we're going to dialogue together and help them to achieve the aim, to achieve the purpose that they have been trying to achieve in an easy way, in a manner that they will not have to begin to run helter-skelter, but you'll be able to put a right thinking, a right forward, a right trajectory on our children's education from kindergarten to the 12th grade and beyond to the college grade. We're going to look at Head Start program as well and see what we can do. We're going to give parents their choice. They will have a parental choice of their school for their children, whether they're going to be in the public school, in the charter school, or in the religious school. But as long as they have the financial capacity backed by the government in an equitable way, we're going to make sure that there's choice like that. We're going to make sure that the parents have 100% involvement in their children's education. There will be no reason for any teacher or any bureaucrat or any government agency to remove the parent from the interest and the knowledge of what is going on in the educational career of their children. We're going to make parents number one, and we're going to put them as the 100% influencer, because parents are the first teacher before they go to school as well, when they teach them from the womb. So we're going to make sure these are all set up and we're going to establish. We're going to have incentivized welfare to teachers that perform excellently well, and we make sure that we are giving them all this to bring a competition for them to produce the best in our children, in our students. At the end of the day, education policy in the state of Texas will take a new look, a upward growth, as well as a reliable competition from other states to see how the state of Texas, especially district number 7, did their own trajectory to reset, reform, and reestablish education on the foundation of supernatural growth. I, ABOLAJI, promise you that at the end of the 4 years, the first term, we'll all be able to assess what we have done, and we're going to see the future at the light of the. We're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. That is why I reach up a catchphrase that I use in this campaign: that we catch them young, we nurture them, grow, and we guide them through. And these are the campaign to sit to set with a vision that is clear, with virtue that is right, and victory that is certain on my side or your side. We're going to achieve everything that we have in my vision and my mission for educational policy in the state of Texas. I want you to grab one of it or go to my website and see. But today, make sure you go to vote, because it is the last day of voting. And whatever you are doing, it might be too long line, but it's worth it to wait on the line until when you cast your vote for ABOLAJI Ayobami as the next member of the State Board of Education District number 7. Please take your friends, your husband, your wife, your children that is 18 years and above, and let them go ahead with you and cast their votes for me. I know that I can represent you, ABOLAJI Ayobami, on the State Board of Education District number 7. At the end of the day, we're going to celebrate together. We're going to rejoice together. And we're going to coast to victory in November at the general election. And you will know that you have not made the wrong choice, or you have made the right choice. I'm not only talking the talk, I will walk the walk for you. And for me, at the end of the day, we will catch them young. We will nurture them grow. And we will guide them through. So help me God. God bless the United States of America. God bless the state of Texas. God bless district number 7 of the State Board of Education. On the ballot in all the 12 counties, I have myself on the ballot. In Brazoria County, I'm on number 3. In Galveston County, I'm on number 4. In Hardin County, I'm number 3. In Jefferson County, I'm on number 1. Liberty County, I'm on number 2 of the ballot under the Republican Party. In Orange County, I'm number 4. In Fort Bend County, I'm on number 4 as well. In Harris County, I'm on number 2 on the ballot. In Chambers County, I'm number 4. In Newton County, I'm number 1. In Tyler County, I'm number 1. And the last but not least, in Jasper County, I'm on number 2 under the Republican Party ticket. If you are leaning Republican, if you are an independent and you are watching me and you are listening to me, and you want to cast your vote, please cast your vote for ABOLAJI Ayobami under the Republican Party. When you go to the polling location, they're going to ask you, tell them you are wanting a Republican ballot. And you're going to see me under the State Board of Education District number 7, as the numbers are mentioned. We are set up on that number, and you're going to give me a unique vote for that unique name that you see there, and you will never regret what you have done today. We're going to make history together, and we're going to be the history as we turn the trajectory of our educational policy in the state of Texas, because it is a worth it, because it will be a done deal, because time has come for this one to be done, not only to just talk about it and forget about it, but to make it happen. I will return back to you, and you will know that I'm one of you. I'm not going to be muscled by the executive power, but we're going to make sure we put everything in a legislative way that will be achievable, that will be affordable, that will be accountable, and at the end of the day, we progress the educational policy in the state of Texas. So help me God. I yield my body to God to help me, to help you, to fulfill all these visions and all these missions, and to make it a date with me, ABOLAJI Ayobami, on the 1st of March, from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. the polls will be open. Make sure you get to the polling location before 7 p.m. Even if you are there by 7 p.m., no matter how many lines, how many people before you, they will let you cast your vote until when the last one casts his votes. Don't leave the polling booth. We're going to make sure our election, the integrity of our election is put into play this side. Please, watch what is happening around you, cast your vote, and make sure your vote counts. God bless you. As I say, God bless the United States of America. God bless the state of Texas. God bless the district number 7 of the State Board of Education. And God bless every individual of you that is under that district. 1.8 million and counting. And God bless the State Board of Education district number 7 safe. So help me God. Thank you. And see you on the campaign trail towards the general election after tonight's victory. God be with you. I love you, but God love you better. Thank you. ABOLAJI Ayobami, State Board of Education, District number 7.